Hey folks, this is Vint with Ad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to revisit Nimbatus, the space drone constructor. This is a game that you can find on Steam's Early Access program for about 20 bucks. I stress early access, that means the game is still under development, and as such, everything that you're about to see here is subject to change. I did cover this game roughly, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, and for those of you tuning in for the first time, this is a build-your-own ship kind of game. You're going to be getting various parts as you go. You're going to be earning resources, you're going to be visiting various planets in order to perform missions, and your ultimate goal is just to travel, grow stronger, and get as far as you can. So here's a look at the main menu. There's multiplayer, single player, and tutorial. Bottom right-hand corner, there's an options menu. Kind of small, but there's resolution, full screen, bloom, anti-aliasing, VSync, language, sound, music, and bloom intensity sliders, so on. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into it. Under single player, when you start a new game, you can choose between survival or sandbox. There's also easy, normal, and hard difficulties. Whenever you do start a new game, you'll be given the option to choose a captain. There's heavyweight, for example. You'll get some passive buffs. So, for example, 100% drone part health and bigger and stronger energy shield. And you can see your starting items here. Whereas if you choose, say, the pilot, you'll have different perks. 100% thrust, improved afterburner, different components here. Miner, 100% mining speed, improved drill, different starting items here. There's an engineer, there's a researcher, and there's a programmer, only recommended for expert players. So yeah, you can choose a captain, and then you can have at it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this, though, and load my previous save so I can show you more content. And we'll just delete that real quick. No sense in having two save files. I like how fast the game loads, it's very nice. So, on the very top of the screen, you can see your hull value, hull integrity. When it drops to 0, the Nimbatus is lost. There's a threat indicator. As you go around doing these missions, it will increase. So, you kind of have to pick and choose what planets you want to go to. Again, upgrades. You'll be able to upgrade your ship by spending parts from the looks of its stealth, warp drive, bridge, storage, fabrication, and sensors. Next one down is your drone. This is where you can go to create drones. I've created one, and I'll be honest with you folks, I am not going to claim I'm very good at this, but you start from scratch, just this little center space here, this little center circle. That's your core, and you're going to put parts around it. So I can put this jump thruster somewhere if I want. I can also click on an existing part. You'll note that there's a line connecting it to the core. But if I click on, say, this part back here, it'll connect from that spot. So these thrusters, for example, these small thrusters, I kind of have them connecting to my core. And if I want to change that, I can right-click to get rid of them. There we go. And then come back down here, and I'm going to click on that battery, and now it's starting from that location. So you get the idea. I think what I want to do with this, though, is put them back how I had it. There's one there, and one there. Okay. So whenever you click on a part, you can assign it a key, and this determines, how the thrusters will activate. So, for example, this thruster that is facing forward, I'm activating with the W key, so that I'm thrust forward. This one here is A, and this one here is D. That way I can turn. I'm going to go ahead and reassign these ones. A, and this one was D. Reassign that. These ones facing aft, I'm activating with S. That way I can go backward. I've got some weapons. Shoot with the left mouse button. Again, you can assign these weapons to different keys. There's a magnet that I've never used. There's these batteries that will just charge over time, although you have this supercapacitor that's just single charge. Once you use it up, that's it. It doesn't recharge. You've got a resource tank. You can find resources in the environment, suck them up with your resource collector, right mouse button, and so on. So yeah, test flight, just to show you what that looks like. So I'm hitting W right now just to go forward. A turns me around like that, D turns me like that, and S sends me backward. Now you can also change the gravity. Gravity will affect how you're flying, so it's kind of difficult, but you'll get used to it. Right mouse button sucks in any resources that are around you. If I add some enemies, there's an enemy there. Probably won't survive very long. But that's what combat looks like. You'll note the ships turn red. There is a heat mechanic in this game. You can set your plates on your regular hull. Like, there's regular hull pieces. Let's get out of here. There's regular hull pieces like this basic block, but I can set the plating from normal to heat resistant to cold resistant to no friction, high friction, and normal again. So there is a heat mechanic in this game. You can sort of customize your regular basic blocks if you so choose to. All right. So that gives you an idea of that. There is a weapon workshop, which is kind of cool. As you can see, it's sort of like a tech tree. You'll be able to click on various things. Attack speed upgrade, research to unlock. Particle angle upgrade, lifetime upgrade, damage upgrade, digging upgrade, rocket force upgrade, so on, so on. So I may want to increase my attacks. It's going to cost me 40 of these red crystals that I've picked up along the way. That's attack speed. Particle lifetime, damage. I'm going to just take this damage upgrade if I can. Actually, I might already have it. Yeah, looks like I already have it. Okay. I can research this one, damage upgrade 2, plus 50% even more damage. As you complete missions in the environment, some of these will unlock automatically. Like, for example, I think I've got this laser range upgrade here without even getting to this recoil downgrade. And again, that's something I picked up in a mission. So yeah, really cool stuff. Let's go back to the editor. Save and exit. Okay, so you can enter, you can create multiple drones from here that suit your fancy. There is a cost, though, so as you deploy drones to a mission, the larger the drone, the more expensive it is. You'll use that yellow resource that you have up there. You know what? I'm going to fly to... I can either do this one. Let's destroy the snake eggs. It seems to be harder. This one is destroy the corporation transmitter. I kind of like that one. Destroy the corp transmitter again. As a reward, I would get uncommon weapon with 1 upgrade. Okay, this one I get 2 thrusters. Let's go ahead and travel down this way. Travel to location, 11.25 threat increase. Sometimes you'll get our RNG, receive the distress call, what do you want to do kind of thing. Okay, we're going to select this drone, and we're going to launch for 48. It's going to take us 48 of that yellow resource that we have, tritium, and we're going to increase our threat by 4% by doing this. And so far, I haven't really seen a whole lot of variety in the missions that I've done. I've only really done 2 mission types. One is find the black box, and the other one is destroy the transmitter. I've done this like 3 times. There are some bugs that you'll find in the environment that will mess you up. You may want to destroy their little spawn point like I'm doing right now. As you can see, there is gravity. You can also cut through the ground. Everything is destructible, which is convenient. And again, I don't claim to be very good at this in terms of building a ship that's capable of turning without wrecking. That is a lot of bugs. Wow. Apparently they explode after death. Trying to destroy this thing from a distance. Alright. You can even travel into the core of the planet too, and you can possibly get some resources from it. Let's just get out of here. We'll just travel along the surface. There's a mini-map in the upper right-hand corner. One pet peeve of mine is that there are resources that you can mine. However, if you go back to your ship and end the mission without unloading them first, you lose what you have in your hold. I've done that twice without realizing it, and like, where are the resources that I picked up? No, here, it turns out you have to drop them off before you end your mission. It would be cool if the game would go, okay, you want to end your mission? Fine, we'll go ahead and unload all this stuff for you automatically. It would have been cool if the game, I mean, common sense would mean, okay, yes, I want to keep the resources. No, you have to actually drop them off and then end your mission. I don't like that. I just think that's not very user-friendly. Alright, so there's the transmitter. It looks like it's surrounded by some turrets and some drones. I'm going to try and get in there and just lure a couple away, destroy them, come back, and so on. We'll do a drive-by shooting there. Some more bugs. I think I'm gonna have to destroy these turrets. Well, maybe I don't have to. If I can somehow do a drive-by and destroy it that way, that would be, again, I stink at maneuvering. There we go. And it doesn't help that I probably built a ship that isn't very maneuverable in terms of turns. There is like a center of gravity, so I may have put my thrusters in the wrong place. I don't claim to be very good at that, but it's still fun nonetheless. Alright, so there's it's done. Now, any resources that I picked up right now, if I click on back to Nimbatus on the bottom left, I lose them. I don't like that. But I'm going to look around a bit first to see if I can find any other resources that might be in the environment for me to grab. Looks like the planetoid is very small, but we'll still explore it anyway. I want to see if there's anything in the core that would be worth taking. Sometimes there is. Sometimes there isn't. Sometimes there's a swarm of bees or bee-like creatures protecting a large cache of resources you just don't know. Now, it looks like there's nothing down here. Alright, let's just get back. Assuming I can get out of here. In order to drop off the resources, there's a little yellow container. You just have to sort of fly by the entrance, and it'll... there we go. There's a little red resource being dropped off there. I'm pretty sure I got most of everything, but let me just do another quick flyby, make sure I didn't miss any important resources. Just checking underground. Nope, nothing there. Alright, for the sake of the video, let's just go ahead and go back to the ship. I earned 40 of the tritium resource and 4 of these long lasers. Something to think about. Might want to add. We'll see. And then I can jump to a different mission. Destroy the corporation transmitter again. Guess we'll travel there, see if there's any resources on the surface for me to take. Select the same drone. Launch. So you can see the planet type is a little different, but they tend to repeat themselves after a while. It seems like the variety of missions in this game is quite small. At least what I've been... Oh, there we go. There's a huge amount of resources. If I were to end the mission with these in my hold, I would lose them all. Again, that's my biggest pet peeve about the game, honestly. Alright, you can see the orange container in the back of my ship filling up. Alright, there we go. Let's go back and drop these off before I forget. And as I do this, you'll see the resources on the very top of the screen increase. There we go. Wasn't a whole lot, but it's something. Every little bit helps. It gets used to, you know, it takes some time to get used to flying in the gravity, too. Oh, wow, look at all this stuff. I'll take it. some red. Now, you can accidentally shoot that resource and lose it, so I'm trying not to do that. Can I do a drive-by collecting here real quick? Maybe. If I were... Oh, this is not good. It helps to be able to do a flyby when you can actually control your ship properly. Luckily, that terrain was there. Alright, so it looks like my superconductor is all out of power. My batteries do charge over time, though. So even though I don't have my superconductor anymore for this mission, or for this particular flying, my batteries do charge. So it's not like I lose it forever. And again, if I wanted to, I could try and shoot through all of this to maybe see what's at the center of the planetoid there. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to do that. That takes a while to do, unless you can find a path that takes you down there faster. Alright, back to the ship. More thrusters and some more tritium. Okay, so I think you guys get the idea. Grow bigger, try and complete as many missions as you can with an ever-growing threat. Whenever you leave a galaxy, you'll be able to choose a new perk, which is nice, so there's that. But yeah, there's a lot of content here, in terms of lots of different planets to explore. I think, again, my only real gripe here is, you know, a newcomer going, oh, I want to go back to my ship, but assuming automatically that your resources would auto-deposit. No, it doesn't happen. And there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of variety in the different mission types. It looks like, yeah, see, locate the black box. I've done that like 8 times. Another corporate transmitter. More snake eggs. Corp transmitter, black box, black box, black box, corp transmitter, corp trans... You get the idea. Not a whole lot of variety of missions, but there's a lot of different planets to explore. But yeah, it gets a little repetitive, but I do like it. I think it's a cool idea. I think I would enjoy it more if I were better at building a passable drone. You know what I mean? But other than that, yeah, it's 20 bucks on Steam's Early Access program, should you want to pick it up right now. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next.